Welcome. My name is Khagole Motlotsi, and today on the hot seat, we'll be speaking about the gross domestic product for the third quarter of 2017. We'll be speaking to Mike Manamela, who is the Chief Director at Statistics South Africa. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Manamela. Now, Stats published the GDP figures for quarter 3 of 2017. How did the economy perform?
The South African economy in the third quarter increased by 2% from the production side, while from the expenditure side, the economy grew by 2.1%. Also, when you look at the third quarter, we are now 9 months into the year, and if you look at the growth for the first 9 months of 2017, compared to the first 9 months of 2016, the economy would have grown by 1%.
Can you tell us what were some of the factors that contributed to the growth of quarter 3?
From the production side, in the third quarter, growth came in from 3 sectors, which is agriculture, mining, and manufacturing. We saw a very strong growth in agriculture of 44.2%, and that's mainly coming from field crops and horticultural products. And that's from the field crops, you're looking at your increase in maize, and also from the horticulture, looking at your vegetables. That went up. From the mining sector, growth was up 6.6%, and that mainly came from your gold and platinum group metal groups. And from the manufacturing sector, we saw growth up 4.3%, mainly coming from your petroleum and basic metals products. Now, on the expenditure side, as I've mentioned, growth was up 2.1%, and that mainly came from your household sector. Also, there's an increase in investment, and also net export were also up.
And which industries experienced a contraction?
The industry contraction were your electricity sector, which was down 5.5%, and this comes basically because of the less demand of electricity. We also saw a decline in your government sector, and that mainly coming from the decline in numbers of employment.
Just before we end off, when can we expect the next release?
The next GDP will be published on the 6th of March, and that will be for the fourth quarter of 2017. We'll also be doing a revision for the annual estimates from 2014, and that will also incorporate the regional estimates.
Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Manamela. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Mike Manamela, who is the Chief Director at Statistics South Africa. For more on the GDP report, please visit our website at statsa.gov.za. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.